That's right. We are live. We are here. Not the experts. 706 is on. We got basketball. We got football. We got sports everywhere, all over the land and the country. Brother Most Media Production Studios. I said it right? BPM? I said BPM?
Close enough.
Okay. Got it. I almost had it. I'm so close. I'm going to get it right fully one
Butler
day.
Productions Multimedia.
Oh, I said it backwards, didn't I?
Yeah.
In my mind, I said it right.
But that's
I said it out loud.
That's how
I
you
said it
always
wrong.
said it.
I know, yeah. Brother Productions Multimedia. We are here. Welcome. I'm Titus. That is Levi. This is Not the Experts. Levi, what's popping, bro?
Sports is what's popping.
It's everywhere.
Spreading. I OD'd around 2 p.m. this afternoon.
Yeah.
Used every sports needle that I had in the cabinet.
It was heavy.
Yeah, had to take a nap.
Yeah.
Call 911. I was overstimulated.
It was a lot happening.
Yeah,
there was one point, I think, at about 1:30, where I had the picture-in-picture. Whoever created picture-in-picture, thank you. You are just an amazing human being. Because it was made for sports. So I had the picture-in-picture with the Falcons game and the Clippers Denver game. At Denver and the Clippers thing in the small shot. Because, you can do like the side-by-side or like a big and a small. Or like however you want to do it, so I had the picture-in-picture. I had the small because the Denver game hadn't started yet. I'll just peep in on that because I thought it'd be over by halftime, which the Clippers thought it would be too, and then it wasn't. We'll get more into that later. But I had that. Then on my phone, I had the Eagles game for a minute because we got the the setups, the hookups. So I had the Eagles game on the phone. But I'm like, I want to move the Eagles game to the laptop. So turn the laptop on, find the Eagles game. Had to fight through that because sometimes the internet just be tripping. So I had got the Eagles game on the laptop, and then I found I just kept swapping games on my phone. It was so much happening today.
Yeah, today I felt like Clay, our producer. I felt like Clay on a Sunday while he's producing this show. There's a lot of things to move around, a lot of screens to watch, and I didn't know how to manage it.
We throw him so much content.
Today was for that guy who has 20 TVs in his basement, and everybody's like, whoa, dude, you don't need 20 TVs in your basement. Yes. Today was the day for that guy where he can go, haha, look at you who made fun of me for spending thousands and thousands of dollars on TVs. today I put them into use.
That's a fact.
Today was the day.
That's really what happened. Yeah. They were ready for it today. That's like the bathroom TV setup. You never have to miss a game.
Today I was taking a duty. I'm gonna just be right up on it, and I was wondering why don't I have a TV in here? I really thought that because there was so much going on. I was only able to watch one game on my phone while I was taking care of business, and I didn't have another TV in my face, and so I was like, we got to fix this. So a TV will be coming soon into that bathroom.
All right.
Yeah.
I like the sound. That'll raise the property value too, for sure. Right?
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. I feel like that adds some money to it. That's dope. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this was popping in sports news as well. Naomi Osaka won the U.S. Open.
Yes.
The future tennis GOAT right there. She is cooking. I think she's 21 maybe? She might be 21?
Oh, I thought she was younger than that.
She might be 20.
I think she's 19 or 20.
Yeah, I think she's 20. Yeah, she got through the U.S. Open. Already ranked number 4 in the world.
Yeah.
Won the Open. And Serena Williams made it to the semis. She's still cooking. She took an injury. But yeah, so shout out to Naomi Osaka, man. Incredible.
Yeah. Serena Williams is, she's just a freak of nature.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy too that all my life Serena Williams has dominated her sport.
Right?
She's just completely dominated. But we're seeing the passing of the torch from Serena onto Naomi,
right.
And I didn't really watch much of it, but it was pretty cool. I saw a post where a few months ago, well, it wasn't a few months ago. She revealed this a few months ago, but she had talked to Kobe like a year or two ago.
Oh, yeah.
And, when she met Kobe, and she said, oh, you're my idol, and one day I hope I'm just as good as, you are as you are at basketball.
Yeah.
And he told her, no, don't do that. Be better.
Yeah.
And so she's doing that.
I think the coolest thing about Serena is her being able to see her legacy while she's still playing.
I was talking about Naomi.
I know, but I'm saying I'm talking about in general, Serena being able to see her legacy. Naomi's kind of a piece of her legacy when you think about it. Because Serena inspired a generation of tennis players, so it's kind of dope to see the legacy while you're still here and still active.
Yeah,
and get to play against them.
I kind of have that same view too when it comes to golf because for so long it's been the same guy or two guys who've dominated our entire lifetime, and now we have. Golf has just been the most competitive it's ever been these past couple of years, and those field of 15, 20 guys who are just so good and really young, you can thank Tiger Woods for that because they were kids.
Yeah, watching him.
We were watching Tiger Woods. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's dope to see
It's great to see that transitioning.
Yeah. This is popping.
What's
I
up?
discovered this week that I've been at my job for 5 years.
Oh,
yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Just one of those things oh, wow, 5 years. That went by really fast and not as much happened as it should have.
You should be drawing for retirement pretty soon, shouldn't you?
That'd be, basically, at this point, honestly.
Have a little steak.
A little bit, right? Yeah. Something.
In Walmart.
But so here's to 5 years at
5
my
more.
Job. Let's not say that. 5 years somewhere. I was excited and thankful to have a job, make money. But 5 years, man, it went by very fast.
Yeah.
Shout out to the experts, though, the future.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think it wraps up what's popping. Let's get you got what's popping.
Me what's popping.
I'm sorry. Yes, I did. I literally opened the show and said, "What's popping, Levi?"
I said sports popping.
Yeah, you did. What else you got?
I got a new favorite female actress.
Oh, who is it?
Yeah, she's moved up to number 1. Allison Brie. You may find her
big fan of Allie Brie. Yeah.
Or I watched 2 movies this week. So Saturday I watched 2 movies. First time I've done that in forever because I hate watching movies. If I want to sit down and watch a movie, it better be good because I just view it as, okay, this is going to be 2 hours where I'm not going to be able to do anything because I'm more of a go-getter type of guy, or I like to think of myself as that. But yesterday was a full lazy day for me. So got on Netflix, put on 2 different Allison Brie movies. They were both good, but I watched, have you seen Horse Girl or heard of Horse Girl?
I have not.
You haven't?
No.
Has anybody back there, have y'all heard of Horse Girl? So it came out in January this year. It's a Netflix movie.
Ooh, I can go one of 2 ways.
And so I saw the trailer on Facebook and it looked interesting and really weird. So it's like, I'll watch that, see how it's going. It's a mental health type movie type thing. So it's kind of crazy, but I still don't get it. It's a weird movie. So I really don't know if this girl, if aliens are real or not. I mean, she thinks aliens are real and they're abducting her or doing something to her.
All right.
So, but the movie didn't explain anything. So it's kind of just like, I feel like I watched 2 hours for nothing. Yeah.
Yo, I hate movies like that because when you tell people that it didn't make sense, they get mad at you. Like, no, you just wanted it to
so
be
they got to go watch it and then be like, oh, yeah, this. And then they'll see, it
they'll
won't
be
make sense.
They'll be like, oh, you just wanted it to be handheld to you. Like, no, the movie needed to make sense.
Yeah.
Like, if you make a movie, make it make sense. It's part of the goal of making a movie is to make sense. Like, don't come to me, treat me like I'm stupid. The movies didn't make sense.
I feel like if this movie was made in order to help people who are going through some type of mental disability, I feel like it probably hurts them more than it didn't explain anything, people. So if you're out there and you're not, if you're going through some things, don't go to Horse Girl to explain anything for you.
Have you ever seen Glow?
No.
Glow is the Netflix show Allie Brie stars in.
Oh.
Yeah, she's in there. She has some writing credit. Yeah, it's a good show. It's fun. It's like a women's wrestling thing. It's a really cool show though.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure about it, but I watched them. It's dope. So I think they're 3 seasons in. So check that out.
Bro, do you know how old she is?
About 30 something.
She's 37.
I can see that.
She looked like she's still in her 20s.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah,
but
I can see that.
Yeah. Shout out to Allie Brie.
Shout out to Allie Brie.
You got anything that's flopping?
I don't this week. Nah, besides the Eagles and my dreams. But other than that, nah.
Yeah.
Look at Allie Brie was on the screen.
Oh, hey. Well, I got some things that are flopping. So one, I should be wearing a Julio Jones jersey right now, but people don't ever order anything online at Hibbett's as a store pickup. When they say, oh yeah, it'll be ready for you in 90 minutes, don't do it. Just go to the store and buy it there because that's a waste of your time. I bought it, show up there 2 hours later.
They do.
The jersey's there. The order's been confirmed on my side, but since their system's been slow and been having problems, could they give me that jersey? No. It was just like right there. I was like, dude, just give it to me. I can't do that, man.
And you try to show them the confirmation number and everything, right?
Yeah. No, I told him, I was like, I left my phone in my car. I was like, dude, I will walk out there. I'll show you the email, the confirmation number, everything. He was like, I don't think I can do that, man. He's like, you'll have to come back tomorrow. I was like, all right, you'll hear from me soon. And so then I called customer service because I wanted to be that guy. They called me at the wrong time, and customer service was closed. But I will not give up.
Maybe that was for the best.
I'll be back
maybe
for him.
Maybe it was for the best customer service.
I'm gonna get a discount on that jersey tomorrow. You better believe it.
They're
gonna pay me tomorrow. They're gonna owe me gas money for driving up there. I'm not lying either. I'm gonna video the whole thing too. I'm going to have like a body cam. I'm just going to strap my phone to myself, and you're going to watch me interact with Hibbett's and watch them pay me to get that jersey.
That is big Karen energy right there.
It is. Levi's about to go Karen mode. Dude, you know what? I might dress up like a Karen tomorrow and walk into Hibbett's and just be a Karen. I want them to know what I'm there for as soon as I walk in the door.
You got to wrap like a sweater.
They're like, oh, that lady's bad news.
You got to wrap a sweater around your waist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to have the bob haircut. I'm going to have some big framed glasses. Yeah.
But the thing about this
Karen
energy.
And I'm going to walk in yelling, I need to see your manager.
At least this is like deserved Karen energy because you literally paid for the jersey. They took the money out and they're like, well, we can't give it to you. So at least this Karen energy is deserved.
Yes.
They earned this Karen energy.
Yes.
So I feel you. I'm with you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And then my other thing that's flopping real quick is so we had this discussion months ago. We were doing One Gotta Go.
Yes.
And we did candy bars. You brought up candy bars one time. And I think you had like
heated.
Almond Joys and Three Musketeers up there. And it was like on one of them. And we kind of have a. So, anyways, in my new job that I've been doing for the past month. So, I've been in it for a month now. So I already know what's going down. Okay. And so part of my department, what I deal with is candy sales. Okay. So now I'm kind of the expert in candy sales and what sales. Titus, I can tell you something. Part of my job is to see theft. I'm monitoring theft, and I'm trying to look out for what people are stealing. You know what people are not stealing?
What's that?
Almond Joys and Three Musketeers. I can guarantee you I can go to every single market that I'm in charge of, and I can guarantee you there is not one Almond Joy or one Three Musketeer that has been looted from that store.
Let me say something about the Almond Joy.
Yeah.
If you put coconut in anything, it's trash.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Miss Christina is gassman. There are gas throughout the studio because I've slandered coconut as a being.
That's not where I thought you were going with that.
No, coconut is just terrible. It's awful.
That people that eat Three Musketeers are not thieves.
We're not.
So they would not have.
We respect.
So
we respect the rich whipped nougat flavor to not steal it.
So.
Yeah, Almond Joy is just terrible.
Christina did kind of beat me to that. She just said, for the people who can't hear on the mic, she just said, oh, Titus, I thought you were going to go the route of people who eat Three Musketeers are, what'd you say? Honest. They're honest. They're honorable. They're not going to steal from you.
It's an
I
elegant
was going to go
chocolate.
that same route. Christina beat me, but I was going to use a different vernacular kind of terming to it. I was going to say people that eat Almond Joys and Three Musketeers are so bland and boring that they would never take the chance of swiping a candy bar, out of a micro market store.
I got the money.
They're just bland. Yeah.
I can just buy Three Musketeers. I got the bread.
I would rather steal a Three Musketeers because I'm not going to waste my money buying a Three Musketeers,
I bought Three Musketeers. It's fine. It's fine.
If anybody at my work, I would never do that. I'm not stealing anything from,
good clarification on that.
That was This is parody, spoof,
satire. Yeah, just what if scenarios. But
yeah, so that's what's flopping.
Yeah, in conclusion,
Three Musketeers, Almond Joys.
Coconut is flopping. In conclusion, coconut
Put
is
it
flopping.
down. Levi was
Coconut
right
is
months and
always
months
flopping.
ago when I said get them out of here.
Coconut's flopping. Coconut's always flopping. Always will be flopping.
Yeah, if you ever show up
So
to
bad.
my dinner party with a coconut cake, you can turn around and walk out that door.
It's a fact.
Yeah, don't bring coconut.
It's such a weird texture. Like
it really is.
Bro,
it
tastes
doesn't
like-
have much of a taste.
bro,
It's a weird taste.
It's like a version. It's like a dry pulp. Like pulp, not in juice.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like a just chocolatey. It's like pulp in chocolate. Why'd you
Yeah.
put pulp in my chocolate? I don't want this. Get this away from me. That's what coconut is.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Miss Christine is declaring we're done. I don't think so. No.
When you're an old man, you like coconut.
She says when I'm old, I'm gonna like coconut.
Because it would be the only thing we'll be able to digest. My doctor
Well-
recommended 3 coconuts a week for me.
Well, Levi, you know what else is popping?
Sports?
Yes, the NBA playoffs are popping. NBA playoffs are in
Yes.
full swing. They going full steam ahead.
They are.
We had a series wrap up. The Raptors and Celtics series ended on Friday night,
Yes.
Game 7. That was a fun series, bro.
That was.
It was such a fun series and like such a chess match.
Mhm.
And as much as I don't like that Nick Nurse runs so many zone defenses, I do respect that he has his team able to flip it up at any moment and do whatever they need to do. I do
Yes.
respect that energy.
So-
Although I don't respect his offensive strategy sometimes. I don't know what he does on offense sometimes.
Yeah.
That's very confusing.
I was taking some notes on
Oh, you
those
take some notes?
games. I gotta find them though, because
Talk to
I
me.
did have some key observations
Key
of what they were
observations.
doing.
That sounds professional.
Yeah.
Sounds way too professional for
Can I
us.
find my notes for it though?
That's the professional part, right? That's the us part. You got the notes, but we can't find the page. That's not
I
the
think
expert's
it's
part.
Dang, I don't know what I did with it. All right.
It's cool. I got some commentary
Go
while
ahead.
you find
Keep
that.
going, keep going.
All right. So I think one thing we talked about this on our podcast that we did on Monday.
Uh-huh.
We didn't have a live show.
Got it.
I think that Jason Tatum. One thing I didn't see coming, and when I evaluated the series at first, was Jason Tatum becoming a superstar in the middle of it. Which I think Tatum is approaching the superstar tier because if you watch him figure out just how to score on whatever defense it is, Yeah. Because he's like, okay, I see the defense. It might bother him every now and then. He figures out a way to get his buckets. He's gonna get his buckets, and he's also becoming a better playmaker. He has those turnovers every now and then, but he's figuring out how to get the ball, where to get the ball to. He's becoming a very scary player overall.
I feel like that's been the narrative though
terrifying.
Pre-COVID.
He had his breakout. He had his breakout during the All-Star break.
Yeah.
But it's like I wasn't sure if he was going to continue there. How real it was going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But then overall, I started thinking about the Boston team, right? And I thought about the fact that when you think about it, Tatum has been in the second round conference finals.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of, and Brown as well. Like those three guys have been in the playoffs just about every year, and they've experienced losses and wins and losses. And it's like this is kind of the natural progression of a young team to get to that next step.
Mm-hmm.
To where now I feel like they're the favorites to go to the finals. I don't know if they'll win it necessarily, but I think this is the progression. You go conference finals, you lose a little bit, you grow, you figure it out, and then you get to that next step. And I think they're on the verge of that next step.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I think they're ready to get there.
I want to give myself one more pat on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Top 4 Celtics had
Yes.
them there. So not a surprise to me. Not Toronto. Nick Nurse kept Toronto in that series. Pretty much, I think what you were alluding to, because Nick Nurse is not afraid to make adjustments.
He will do
He will make
anything.
adjustments that other coaches won't. He went from, at one point for 2-3 games, he was playing 7 guys, and they were all playing 30-plus minutes.
Yeah.
And then, but what I really loved is in this last game in Game 7, he went to the bench really early. And that's something I feel like a lot of these coaches should have adopted into their scheme, because if you just, especially in this bubble, and you're playing every other day, you gotta let the other guys get involved, especially early in a game. But what they're doing is they're just going to these guys late in the third or the fourth just to give their other guys breathers. And when they come in, they mess up. And they got got to put their starters right back in. And that's not fair to your backups. How are you supposed to establish your rhythm, get comfortable on the floor when you're just being thrown in there and really of a crunch time and it's really late in the game? Yeah, so I like establishing your bench early, and that's something I think Nick Nurse probably should have done earlier on in this series. Yeah, would have had more success.
I get why he's kind of one of those, I'm going to let y'all go run it, but like I said, in this format where you don't have as many days off in between games, I feel like you got to change it up a little bit.
You got to give your guys rest.
And I do also think those guys were kind of worn down by the end of it.
Yeah.
They looked kind of tired towards the end of that game. Yeah. And I just didn't have enough to go get it. But yeah, that's one thing I noticed with Mike Malone and the Nuggets today. At one point in the fourth quarter, he took Murray and Jokic out. Yeah. It was only for like 1 minute. But that minute could have got real hectic because I think the Clippers scored like 5 straight in that minute, and then he called the timeout and got him back in. Yeah, it's like that's risky to do that. I would rather I think I'd rather sit him a little earlier and then let him go in the fourth. Just go handle the whole fourth quarter. You got it. Yeah, or maybe take him out for like call timeout, let him get a breather because you don't take timeout, you lose it anyway. So yeah, but yeah, I think that's what I want to see. But yeah, I thought Nick did a good job. You really don't miss a superstar till you miss him, huh?
Yes.
Boy, they could have used a Kawhi.
Oh, if they had a Kawhi on that team, this series would not have gone to 7, and Toronto would have won that.
They needed a closer very bad.
Yeah.
Very, very badly. Because Pascal Siakam did not take that step people thought he was going to take. No. He's not that guy.
And then Kyle Lowry, even though he had flash. Well. Okay, yeah. Kyle Lowry's progressing. He's done better than he's done in the past in the playoffs, but still, he's not that consistent.
He can't be your closer.
And he can't be your number one.
Not consistently, no. Yeah. No. Like, when you're going to... That in Game 6, by the way, the double overtime game, which was an amazing basketball game, that 12-second Norman Powell ISO was something I didn't need or like in my life. Like, why would you do that? Like, I don't understand why that was a call. And that's not saying because Norman Powell went off in the overtimes, but it's like you didn't even draw a play up. You had 12 seconds. You could do a whole offensive set. You had Norman Powell go ISO on a 3 when you needed a 2 to win the game. You took a step back 3. Yeah. What are we doing? You know?
Yeah. Well, I would say that's the only downfall in Nick Nurse's game.
He's not a great offensive mind.
Maybe that, or I would say maybe a little too much liberty to the players.
Yeah,
possibly.
That's fair. Yeah,
but I don't know. I would like to say again. I said it on Monday, but Marcus Smart's really good. He's good. Marcus Smart has become the X factor of this Boston Celtics. He's become. You know who he is? Marcus Smart is the James Posey of these Celtics. You remember James Posey, to me, he has always been the unsung hero of that Big 3 championship team of Boston back in what, 08?
Was it 08? He might be better than Posey, though.
Oh, yeah. Marcus Smart's way better than James Posey, and he's contributing in different areas. Yeah. Posey was just getting you those clutch threes when you needed them consistently.
I like Posey on 2K a lot.
Marcus Smart, he's got the clutch threes, but he's also got the chase down block. He's got the flops.
The clutch flops. Yeah, let's make sure we put that in there.
But I think Marcus Smart has officially moved the flop part of his game. He's got other skills that have surpassed.
I don't think so. I think
I wouldn't put it as a top 3 skill.
It's a top 3 skill. His defense
I'm gonna say overall, it's a top 5 for sure, but not top 3.
His defense overall, his shooting has improved by a lot, and then there's flopping.
But if you broke down the defense, like in all right, we could put blocking and rebounding in there.
Are we giving him 2K VC stats?
Well, yeah. I mean, really, there's only 3 areas of a game if you want to break it down like that. There's offense, defense, and flopping.
Yeah, Marcus and flopping is number 1, and defense is 2nd, and then shooting is 3rd. For Marcus Smart, yeah, that's his style.
But even though that flop was so terrible the other night, you would still put that as top 3 skill, even though it's just a terrible flop.
Yes, because he almost got away with that one in the earlier series.
He didn't get away with it though,
because they had to review it.
Oh yeah, they did have to review that.
Yeah, he almost pulled it off earlier in the series. The fast break dive on the ground.
Yeah,
but that I think so. You got Toronto and Boston and Miami.
Yeah,
are you leaning?
Well, okay, so all right, for Miami, like I said on our pod that we did, I feel we have not talked about Miami at all, pretty much in all of this, and we kind of forgotten about them.
We both picked them to beat the Bucks.
We haven't given them their due. Do what?
We both picked them to beat the Bucks.
We did, so we were right. Pat on the backs for us, but I don't know, man, because I really think Miami can win this easily. Either team can come. Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
That's a hot take.
If they keep spreading the floor, and if they can shoot like they've been shooting, and if they can be consistent with it, then yeah, I think they can win it easily. But that's if they. But Boston's defense is going to be way better than the defense they just played. Right. So taking that into account, then yeah, I do have Boston winning this. I'm going to say Boston in 6, because if it goes to 7, I'm giving it to Miami.
I'm gonna say Boston in 6 as well. Actually,
Yeah.
I just think Miami's been really good, but I think specifically they were a bad matchup. They were built specifically to beat the Bucks.
Yeah.
Like the way that team is set up, it's like okay, we can stop the Bucks, but I don't know how well they'll be able to shut down. Because when you play Boston, man, you got to either make a decision, right? You got to pick your poison. And Nick Nurse kind of did that towards the end. He's like, okay, we're gonna box in one Kemba, and then we'll deal with the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to choose. You want to slow down Kemba? You want to slow down Tatum? You want to slow down Brown? Who you want to slow down? Because the other guys are going to make shots.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think in the 3 games they played Miami this year, Miami focused on Tatum a little bit, but then Kemba goes off. So if Kemba goes off, then Kemba is, as a playmaker, like that can set everybody else up as well if he's going off shooting. So it's like I don't know what Goran and them gonna be able to do with Kemba. The wings of Boston are way better than the wings of I think Tatum and Brown are better than Middleton. I think it's fair to say that. But like everything doesn't run through one person.
Mm-hmm.
Like the entire Milwaukee scheme runs through Giannis, and that scheme is easily stoppable when you get to focus on it. You can just pack the paint and just limit the shooting of those guys. And like I said, the defense for Boston is way better. I think it's a tougher matchup for Miami in general.
Yeah,
but I think the best bet for them is that maybe Toronto. I keep saying Toronto. Maybe Boston's a little gassed.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best bet for them is Boston's a little gassed out and a little like they don't really have it, you know? I think that'll be their best bet is if Boston just doesn't have the energy and the legs for it, and then Miami can just run it down. Because one thing about the Eric Spoelstra and the Pat Riley team, they ain't about to get tired. There's no lack of energy in there.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to see, this will be the first series that the young players from Miami get any type of test.
Yeah.
Because they've swept 2 series.
They have had it.
They haven't really seen a lot of adversity. And the one time they kind of got. They lost that one game, that one closeout game to the Bucks when Giannis went out. That's the one time they seemed like, okay, well, they seemed a little shook. So, like, I don't know how they're going to handle it this time against some guys who have all been there, like Tatum, Brown, Smart. They've all been there. Kemba's, you know what's crazy? I realized that that Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, and Jaylen Brown have been in more big games than Kemba Walker has in the NBA. That was a crazy realization to come to, and it made me very sad. Michael Jordan, why did you do that to Kemba? He deserved better.
But Kemba's playing like he's always been in big games.
He is.
But
he wasn't great the other night, but if they're focusing on him, they're focusing on him. So he can only do what he can do.
I mean, he single-handedly carried UConn through
he did.
March Madness.
That's one of the greatest tournament runs ever.
Yeah.
From like the conference tournament to the NCAA tournament. That run was amazing.
I think just breaking down the series, I think we can both agree, though, that at the end of the day, whichever team puts the ball in the hoop more than the other team is going to win.
Yeah, that's a definite fact. Whoever has more points at the end of the game will win the series.
Yeah.
Who do you give the coaching edge to in this? Spoelstra or Stevens?
I'm going to give it to... Can I say it's a toss-up? Because I feel like they're pretty even.
I feel like I might add Spoelstra because I've just seen him do a lot with a lot of different type of rosters.
I would... Okay. Yeah, I'll go with Spoelstra on that.
But yeah, and that's not like me knocking Stevens. I'm not going to knock Stevens today. I'm gonna get off that for a little bit. It might come back though, depending on how the series goes. I will come back to it. But so that was that series. That series kicks off Tuesday night. Boston and Miami.
So we both got Boston in 6.
Both got Boston in 6. Now another thing happening Tuesday night because of some people not able to close out was the Clippers and Nuggets game 7, which that shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't be a thing.
True.
Boardman, what's happening? What's happening with Boardman, bro? You got the Boardman gets paid shirt on today.
So Kawhi, he gets bored really easily.
Boardman gets bored.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
He gets bored when they're up. So this game, I mean, we're talking the Clippers and Denver now going to a game 7 that should have been ended in what, game 5?
The series should have been over by now.
Series should have been over in 5, but it's been consistent all series and this whole playoffs. When the Clippers are up early, or up big early, like 20 points in the second or third quarter, they're not going to keep that lead because Kawhi looks more bored than he already is on the basketball court. Paul George takes more liberty, which you don't want Paul George taking more liberty and doing stuff. Today. Yeah, he was good, but what do you go, like 9 for 21 though? I mean, that's not the best. We can do better, PG.
He could be a little better.
Yeah, and that's how all his games have been. Even though he's been back, playoff P has kind of been back. He's still taking a whole lot of shots. The percentage is not there like it should be.
No, it's not. But
he takes a lot. He's inconsistent. He takes that shot too really early with shot clock. There was a lot of time still left on that shot clock.
He does.
Playoff P is going to play off.
Yeah, he's going to play off P.
Yeah.
The thing we talked about this before we started the show. The Clippers. This has been a theme that we have not. I mean, if you listen to any reputable basketball show, they have all said this about the Clippers. They show up like they've already won the game half the time.
Yeah.
They have this imaginary switch in their minds. And the thing about this flipping the switch mindset is championship teams do that when they have championships.
Yeah.
You're not gonna start flipping the switch before you even have done anything yet. And they move around like they won the title already. And that's not like a thing you can just flip on and flip off if you haven't done it. Like, this is just a habit that they have now.
I feel like this is just a Clippers thing. When you put on that Clippers uniform, you get this sense of entitlement that isn't deserved.
It definitely isn't deserved in the Clippers uniform.
Yeah, it's not warranted, but they still carry themselves.
And now they're in Game 7, and I expect them to win Game 7 because I feel like that'll be the one time they lock in for enough of the game to get Denver out of here.
Yeah, I got them winning this Game 7.
Yeah, they'll win Game 7, but it's like, it shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And this whole, we can turn on and off, you're not doing that with the Lakers, bro. It's not happening. So, like, even if they get out of the series, I can't see them beating the Lakers, not playing like this.
Yeah.
Not as consistent as they are. So, but yeah, I mean, I expect them to win Game 7, but we shouldn't be here. We just shouldn't be here at all. I know every series is different, but if you're having trouble, I mean, they're having trouble with Jokic, and Montrezl Harrell's getting played off the court, and he's been very bad in the playoffs. His plus-minus thing, I saw Kevin O'Connor tweet, his plus-minus like a minus 61 for the playoffs.
Oh.
Yeah, and you got AD coming at you next round, so.
Trash.
Godspeed.
He's going to be trash.
It's going to go bad, bro.
But shout out to Jokic, though, because Jokic has been balling.
He was. He kept hitting threes in the fourth. Like, he was hitting all of them.
Jokic is the best when they're down.
His shot goes so high in the air, by the way. It's in the air for like a mile. Like, that's going to clank off the front of the rim and just swish. I'm like, oh, my bad, Jokic.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jokic is balling. Shout out to Michael Porter Jr. for saving himself from slander. Because, boy, it was coming after those comments for the other night.
Bro, so
it was coming.
I'm not gonna name any names specifically, but I've heard a few people keep saying, like, especially early in the playoffs during this bubble, Michael Porter Jr., he's good. Been saying it. And a lot of people have been high on Michael Porter. He's been pooed this whole bubbles, pretty much. Like, coming in the playoffs. In the playoffs, Michael Porter.
He makes some big shots.
He's been flushed.
But he can't play defense at all.
No, and he can't shoot either.
No, he can shoot. That's what he does is shoot.
Yeah, but he's been bad at shooting.
I don't think you're right about that. I feel like you're wrong about that. I feel like you're very wrong with him shooting.
Okay. Well, keep going. I'm gonna prove you wrong right now.
I mean, okay, good luck. Michael Porter Jr. is he's a good talent, but he made those comments the other night about how he needed to get more involved in the offense. And boy, if they would have lost that game, they would come for him. But he saved him in the fourth. He had some big shots in the fourth for him. Now, I think he's got to improve in a lot of other areas of his game besides just scoring. I mean, he's got to improve playmaking, defense. He just needs to take one step forward to be a massive improvement for him on defense. But yeah, I think the Nuggets are going to be out in Game 7, but I'm glad they made it fun. You know, they made it a fun series. We got 2 Game 7s. The bubble's been amazing basketball. It's been like some of the best basketball. I don't want fans back. Y'all can stay away now. Thank you. Bye. Y'all can stay at home and watch and tweet with me. You don't need to be at the stadium because y'all be messing stuff up. I'm just enjoying good basketball now. Pure basketball. You find anything yet?
Well, he's averaging 11 points a game. All right, he's not doing too bad. He's shooting 44%.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't see how he's so great on offense when he's averaging 11 points.
But are you watching the playoffs? Are you just reading his stat line?
No, I mean, I'm watching these games.
Oh, I know. Okay,
yeah, he has come in clutch.
Yeah.
But Michael Porter Jr., I think there's been some moments, though. Yeah,
I mean, he's a rookie,
late
though.
in the game. Yeah.
He's a rookie. So
that's true.
Flashes,
that's
so,
true. I was just hating on Michael Porter Jr.
It's okay. I mean, he's kind of a hateable character from what I've heard.
Yeah, he's
a bit hateable. Yeah. That's this is one thing he said. So yeah, let's move on to a team that's at home now. A team that you picked to win, right? I think you picked them to beat the Lakers.
Did I do that?
I think you did.
Yeah, I probably did do that. Just because I wanted the Lakers to lose.
Yeah.
But
Houston Rockets. So long farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now. Till we meet again. The Rockets did not take off. They did not land. They're gonna land back in Houston.
Yeah.
Out the bubble.
Yeah.
Some of them got exited out early. Yeah, somebody kicked out early. Shot down your house. Talk about you later, buddy. The Rockets, Levi. This is another year, another Rockets failure. 2020 gave us anything. It gave us a little bit of flashes of consistency lately. We got Rockets failures back.
Yes.
And that's a good sign for 2020.
Death, taxes, and the Rockets underachieving.
Yep.
5
games.
I mean, what
eliminated?
Are any of us surprised though
that they lost in 5? I'm not.
I don't think anybody's surprised.
I was in a group chat. People told me Lakers was gonna have problems with them this series. That's what I was told.
Yeah.
You picked them to win.
I did. But that's before I really realized. And they kind of kicked it up a notch. But that Lakers defense is really good. And the reason why I did give the Rockets the advantage where I thought they would win is because, I didn't taking the fact that the Lakers were going to just dominate on defense, but they're doing what they have to do. And I'm so glad that they're approaching which we're really not talking. Let me stop because I'm about to start talking about the Lakers when we're not talking about the Lakers.
Go ahead.
The Rockets, I just thought they had more shooting ability and scoring consistency than the Lakers would. But, I mean, the Lakers just shut them down with their defense. And, hey, it's not that hard to do when you already know that they're going to go ISO and they're either going to Harden or Westbrook. Right. So
they really have one great play initiator.
Yeah, exactly. And then James Harden said, he feels that they're one piece away.
Yeah.
Well, they've been one piece away for a really, really long time, and they keep getting the wrong piece. So I say it's time to blow it up. I think we said that in weeks ago before the playoffs even started. We said
if they fail, blow it up.
Yeah, if they fail, let's blow it up. Well, D'Antoni's already on board with that. He said he's not coming back. He's going to be a free agent. Let's go ahead and get rid of Russ or
good luck getting rid of Russ.
Yeah, I know. Nobody wants that contract.
130 left on that deal. I wish you the best.
Good Lord.
I wish you the best.
They signed their own death sentence when they picked up Russ on that.
Yeah, that was
Maybe they
can
get Chris Paul back. Send Russ.
Apologize.
Yeah,
exactly. Just like, hey.
Yeah.
But the Rockets, man, it's not the move. It's not working.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, bro, we gotta look at Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey has been making moves every single year he's been there. He's tried to build this thing around Harden, and he has failed every single year. He's tried all the experimental stuff. They got him all this MVP talk, like, oh yeah, he should have won the MVP. Let me write this essay, this dissertation about why he should have been MVP while Giannis is giving his speech. Oh, let me send this stuff to the league about how the Warriors got these foul calls that we didn't get. Like, Daryl Morey's done a lot of talking, done a lot of moving, and he hasn't made it work yet.
Yeah.
All right. Remember he was there when they pulled in Dwight Howard, failed. He was there for Chris Paul, failed. Russell Westbrook in super small ball with a 6'5" center, failed. It's done. Like, at some point he's got to get looked at. 'Cause he skates a lot. Morey skates on a lot of responsibility with this. When this is it's D'Antoni's creation too, but it's a lot of his creation as well. And he skates on responsibility in a lot of ways.
Yeah, in my opinion, just the whole mantra of the team, everything down to the court, just blow it up. If you got to send Russell Westbrook off just for some draft picks or both, I say get rid of both of them, Harden and Westbrook.
Blow it all the way up? Blow it up, up?
When has Harden yet? Okay, Harden has been in Houston, and he's been the man in Houston for how many years
now?
About
8 years now.
Yeah, and any other player, really, we would have said, we would have deemed this man unfit, incapable to be a championship contender. You do not want this guy as your number one. But yet we still say James Harden is very capable of leading your team to a championship if he's your number one. Well, I think it's finally been proven James Harden can't be your number one.
Yeah, and I think a lot of this is on also the way that they choose to use James Harden.
Yeah, and that's with D'Antoni.
Yeah, exactly.
But apparently, that's the only way you can be successful.
But yeah, did you remember
with James Harden
in when he was in OKC, Harden used to run off ball a lot.
Yeah,
came off screens. He was hitting shots like that. Like he would come. He was one of the best off ball players and playmakers in the league.
Yeah,
and then he got to Houston, and D'Antoni gets there. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna make you this central offensive force who everything runs through you specifically. And I think that they limited his skill set. And I get I don't expect him to be Steph Curry. Like, you don't have to run off, because what makes Steph Curry? Steph Curry is moving all the time.
Yeah.
Even when he doesn't have the ball, Steph Curry is just as dangerous as when he has it. With something that while the Rockets tried to replicate what the Warriors did, they missed that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, they have off ball movement, you just have ISO ball, and let's go get a basket. Like, I think them limiting Harden's skill set to that also holds them back. And part's on Harden too, because Harden, I mean, you just got to go do it. You got to be like, at some point, as a star, you got to be like, you know what? No, I think we need to do this, and that a little more. But maybe he likes just being the man. I
think he does.
Yeah. And thing is, I get you can't do it all the time because it'll get tiring. But Harden could do so much more stuff, bro. You see how strong he is?
Yeah.
Harden gets a post game. Who's stopping Harden with a post game?
And
with his abilities now.
If you get Harden out of the ISO 2, that takes away his freaking excuse of not playing defense. Because when he decides to play defense, he's actually pretty decent.
He's been trying on defense for the last couple of years. And it was very evident in this playoffs that he's not just standing out there on defense. He's actually putting forth effort.
Yeah. Because you can't win the ball just on offense.
No,
you got to be defensive minded as well.
I'm standing. The thing with him is him. I know that Antonio said that they kind of let him, when they let Russ initiate the offense, they want to give him rest while he doesn't move around a lot. But you're taking a player out of the game. Like, you're taking a key player out of the offense. Like, that's it. If Harden's moving around, you got to account for that. Him just standing in the corner, standing still, looking just like he doesn't care about being in the game at the moment, is not going to get it done. And until they figure that out, they will continue to fail.
Yeah.
And I enjoy their failures because it's funny. So yeah. Now,
I'm sorry, you go ahead.
Oh yeah, now we talk about the Rockets' failure in the future. Let's talk about their coach Mike D'Antoni. He is Mike D'Antoni.
Mm-hmm.
He out of there because he informed. I've never heard a coach inform a team he's going to be a free agent.
Yeah,
which is really funny. But like,
I do like that.
I did like it too, actually.
Yeah,
and apparently he's got a lot of things in the works.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw a rumor last night he was linked to the Pacers. So one day he was linked to the Pelicans, which go ruin all those young players' careers, please. Yeah, just go do that. Although him and Lonzo Ball would be actually very interesting.
Yeah,
because he does make magic with point guards. But yeah, where do you think he ends up, man? Where does Mike D'Antoni fail next?
If they give him that chance, the Pelicans. Because that's the best place to go.
I truly like.
If you're a free agent coach, where do I want to go? I want to go to New Orleans.
If you land, every coach wants that talent, basically.
Yeah,
I've heard similar things about Chicago. A lot of coaches want the Chicago young talent. Something about that too. Yeah, I don't think D'Antoni's getting that job, but like I think the Pelicans if you taking over young talent, I think those are 2 jobs for you. Yeah. The Pelicans and the Bulls. But yeah, I mean if he gets that, I think they'll be a lot of fun because D'Antoni teams are fun. Kind of, they just don't win anything important. But I think him with Lonzo Ball, I mean, he's made magic with point guards, lesser point guards than Lonzo. Like he had Marshall doing good for him for a little bit. Like he makes magic happen. He'll make something happen. I think him with Zion. I mean, I pray for Zion's knees with all that running. I say deep prayers for them. But I think him, Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, man, that could be fun.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, it's not a bad job if the Pelicans won him. Yeah. I'm not sure how convinced. Gosh, what's the GM's name?
I can't remember.
He used to be in Cleveland.
Yeah. So they got rid of Alvin Gentry.
David Griffin. Yeah, they fired him. They fired Gentry. I think we talked about that. Did we not? Oh no, we talked about that
we
privately.
Talked about how he should be fired.
Yeah. No, they fired him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, shout out to the Pelicans because we did talk about that. We're like, Alvin Gentry, you got to go because that team's way too stagnant.
It wasn't working, man.
Yeah, it wasn't
working in that situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's out. But yeah, David Griffin's GM name. I'm not sure if he wants to go the D'Antoni direction.
Yeah, if I was him, I'm not going the D'Antoni direction either. No. Yeah.
I would honestly look at the Ty Lue option from the Pelicans. Because Ty Lue, I mean, I think he can be good with a young team, like a young team with a competent owner.
Yeah,
well,
it's not bad.
Or a competent GM, because that allows a competent owner that allows the GM to do their job at least. I think I would look at that. But yeah, the D'Antoni, man, maybe goes to the Pacers.
Yeah,
which is a weird fit to me because I don't see anything that he would want there in the Pacers. But good luck. We'll see where he fails next. Looking forward to it.
Can I, before we transition, the experts, I just want to give a take real quick. Because we didn't really talk about the Lakers. The Lakers have impressed me on defense, like I said earlier. And when I was taking into account Houston versus LA, LA's been trashed kind of when it comes to offense. Either AD's hitting and LeBron's hitting, or they're just all off.
Oh, they're off.
So I'm glad that they've taken more of the defensive approach. And I haven't done enough research, and I know where to look, and I meant to do it in my preparation of this show just so I have some backing to the statement, but I don't think he's really gotten enough credit, but I feel like that is partially due to Frank Vogel, and I'm just saying that's just because that's been Frank Vogel's mantra.
Oh, no, Vogel's done a great job.
Indianapolis, or from Indiana. He is a defensive-minded coach, so taking that defensive-mind approach in this playoffs has worked beautifully for LA because they tried to do it the offensive way. You got Kyle Kuzma out there being inconsistent. Everybody's been inconsistent and been trash for LA that I'm just happy that they're utilizing their weapons the way they should be and taking more of a forceful approach on defense, even though I don't want them to win anything. But I've got LA, just go ahead and put the Lakers into the championship.
Man, when you look at the offensive players that they've limited and dealt with in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, it's been very impressive.
Yeah. And I think Vogel even said the game plan with the Rockets was we're going to run them off 3-point line and make them make difficult decisions.
I just haven't heard much of anybody talking about Frank Vogel, really. The last time I heard about Frank Vogel was why'd they hire this guy as their head coach. That was a terrible decision. But he's making it out not to be a terrible decision. So shout out to you, Frank Vogel. Yes. All right, so... not the expert.
Not
we're already.
This is a very.
We haven't even hit NFL yet, so I'm trying to keep it going.
This is the very Houston Rockets opening to the show today, because we have history in not the expert of the week and expert of the week segment. This is where we highlight people who did really dumb things during the week, or things people did really smart things during the week. First nominee.
Well, we're the same nominee.
Oh yeah, same. We got the same one.
We'll go same.
Same nominee for not the expert of the week, Levi. It is one Daniel House of the Houston Rockets.
Danwell House.
Danwell.
Yeah, it's pronounced Danwell.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Danwell is out of the bubble. He got kicked out the bubble early. I don't think y'all don't know why. I just want to tell our wonderful producers. Daniel House. So in the NBA bubble, you can't have guests because it's the bubble, so they don't want people in there. Daniel House had somebody in the room for multiple hours during the week, and they found out. So he got kicked out the bubble in the middle of a playoff series. So Daniel House, his house is not a home. And his real house ain't a home either because his wife deleted all the social medias. So good luck with that, Daniel. I wish you the best at home because how you go to the bubble and lose a ring?
Yeah.
How you go lose a ring in the playoffs?
Yeah.
He didn't even have one.
That's so stupid, man. That's dumb, not the expert. How are you going to cheat on your wife on TV? He practically did it on TV.
He did.
You know we've been outing everybody who's been breaking bubble protocols, and this is a married man who's breaking bubble protocols.
And the worst part is it was alleged. It was possibly that she was a testing officer, like one of the COVID testing officers.
Yeah,
was hanging out in the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was supposed to be. She was testing a lot of things out.
Danwell said he wanted to make for sure that he wasn't positive. He said that Rona could creep on you any second, any day. Certain. So I wanted her there with me 24/7. So he just constantly had something going down his nose, I guess. She just sat there like
but what was
piping his nose the whole time. What
was weird is that they allegedly they blame I was gonna let you ride. Yeah. What's weird? They blamed Tyson Chandler at first. Tyson Chandler's name was the first one that got linked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So my question was I heard this theory on the Ringer podcast. They were like,
pipe it up.
This theory I heard was that they were like, did she not know who Daniel House was? And she just said Tyson Chandler's name, or did Daniel House say he was Tyson Chandler?
Oh.
Like, what happened there?
Well,
that's a very weird situation.
Yeah. If I'm the Rockets too, if I'm D'Antoni, so you know how when your best player gets in foul trouble and you get a foul call and it was probably your best player in that little mix-up that did the foul, but you get the one who isn't in foul trouble and is less of a player than the other guy is who isn't in foul trouble. You get him to throw your hand up real quick and say, no, that was me. That was me. Yeah, that should have been Tyson. Tyson's got like 5 minutes this whole bubble.
They had security footage. It wasn't going to work.
Yeah. Well, Tyson should have been in there they should have lawyered up and tried to prove that this was Tyson Chandler that committed this act and he needs to be the one that's kicked out of the bubble.
Someone close to the house apparently said that they wouldn't have done this to a star player. You think so,
No,
Daniel?
duh.
Yeah. Well, guess what? You're not a star.
Yeah.
Somebody lied. You had the COVID in your room.
You don't get the star treatment
when your name's Danwell. Sir. Exactly. You out of here, bruh. Your house is not a home. Your bubble's not a home, and your home is not a home. You out of here, bruh. So that's our not the expert of the week. Nah. We'll see you in December, Danwell. Now, on expert of the week, Levi, who do you have for expert of the week?
I'm gonna go my expert of the week
because
I did have somebody in mind, so I'm just going off script. Expert of the week, I'm gonna give it to just because Marcus Smart's been good. I'm giving him my expert of the week. Go Marcus. Oh no! Actually, I just remembered. My expert of the week is my boy Young Ho. Everybody say it with me. Young Ho. Young Ho Who. Don't ever say Young Wei. That's disrespectful. It's Young Ho. He is the best onside kicker in NFL history.
Did y'all get that one today?
They made NFL onside kicks practically impossible 2 years ago when they changed these rules.
Right.
And nobody's converted an onside kick since. But you know who's converted 5 onside kicks since?
Young Ho Koo.
Young Ho Koo. My boy. Expert of the week. Got another onside today.
Yes. Beautiful.
Shout out.
Beautiful.
Rise up.
Falcons rise.
All right, who's your expert of the week?
My expert of the week is also a Houston Rocket. This is the first time we've had teammates expert and not the experts of the week. Levi, would you like to know why my expert of the week is Russell Westbrook. He was not the expert of the week a few weeks ago for how he dressed, and I stand by that. This has nothing to do with that. But, Levi, would you like to know what Russell Westbrook did down 29 points the other day?
What's up?
He shouted, "You better double me."
Oh, my God.
Down 29 points. And you know why that's my expert of the week?
Yeah.
Because you be who you are, Russell Westbrook. Down 2, up 12, down 35, about to go home. You be you, Russell Westbrook.
Did you see?
You talk to the end of time.
Yeah, did you see him barking at
Rondo's
Rajon Rondo's brother?
I did see that.
Yeah.
I love that too.
Yeah, I loved it too.
Russell Westbrook.
And I wanted to give a shout out to Rondo's brother. Way to be out there knowing that there are no fans out there. You got to be the guy to carry it. You got thousands of people counting on you to carry their voice and to put the pressure on the opposite team. And so he came in there and he got into verbal arguments with Russell Westbrook.
You know what's crazy about that?
Shout out to Rondo.
You know what's crazy about that?
What's that?
His brother runs the barbershop in the bubble.
Really?
Yes, Rondo's brother is the bubble barber.
Exactly.
The barber trash talking you, bro.
I love that.
That's so
barbers are some of the best trash talkers there are. Because that's all they do is just talk trash all day.
Don't talk to me like that.
Yeah.
What if I got a cut from you today and then now you calling me trash?
Well, I feel like he's in the upper hand position here, Ron, because you can get this haircut or not. You know what I'm saying? True. I'm the one with the clippers. That's true. If you want, you want the fade or not, I'll give it to you.
The barber client relationship is supposed to be sacred.
Yeah.
And I feel like he violated that a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, still shout out to he wasn't a barber at that moment. He was Rajon Rondo's brother and a Lakers fan in that moment.
Shout out.
Yeah, only in that little barber shop place. That's where he's a barber. Outside of that, he's Rondo's brother.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Shout out to Austin Rivers for seeing his life flash before his eyes, surviving that moment.
Yeah.
That was terrifying. But you know what? Actually, no. You know, I don't like crazy fans either. So Rondo's brother was wilding. You violated.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was a little funny. Russ's reaction to everything makes it funny.
Well, yeah.
Russell talking trash down 29 points is my favorite thing.
Yeah. Well,
I love Russell Westbrook. You are the best. Russell Westbrook is a testament to being yourself at all times, bro.
He is.
He don't switch up, bro. He's him.
In that final 2.5 minutes where he single-handedly lost that game for the Houston Rockets, when he made that one layup, in that 2.5 minute span, he turned around and got in whoever's face.
In the Thunder series?
Superman. I was like, bro, you just had 2 turnovers and you're about to lose your team. But he made sure he's going to turn around.
Confidence is key, bro. Confidence is key.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Demented confidence.
Yes. On to the next. The NFL is back, Levi.
Yes.
Back in full swing. I'm going to give a few score updates. The 4 o'clock games, the Cardinals beat the 49ers. The Saints beat Tampa Bay, ruining Tom Brady's debut as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
Wait, it's final?
Yes, final. 34-23 final score. And the Chargers defeated the Bengals, ruining Joe Burrow's debut. He was also not good today.
Mm-hmm.
But that's another story.
Yeah.
Burrow bust.
We did have some surprises today, though.
We did have some surprises.
The Indianapolis losing to Jacksonville.
Yes,
that's a surprise.
That's a big surprise.
I'm
gonna tell you what was surprising.
Oh, what's that?
The Browns being the Browns.
Yeah.
Shocking. So shocking that the Browns came out with the Browns.
I'm here to cheer
38-6.
The Browns.
Ravens, Baltimore beat them 38-6.
Yes.
Lamar Jackson also looks like he's gotten better, by the way.
Yeah.
So I pray for the league. One thing 2020 gave us, bro, Bill O'Brien still Bill O'Brien and losing games. Kansas City, opened up the season.
Yep.
Beating Houston as usual. Have you seen Houston's schedule, by the way?
No, I haven't.
I'm gonna pull it up for you. I just want to pull up the first 6 weeks. I meant to get this ready before the show, but I just remembered it now. Let me see if I can.
While you pull that up,
talk to me.
Yeah, just say, man, what a great day in the NFL. It was some good matchups, but taking in the context of, look, it's just week 1 with no preseason.
Right.
So
it looked decent. Everybody looked pretty good.
Everybody looked pretty good, and there wasn't really like a lot of injuries or sloppy as I thought.
Yeah.
But for people like us whose teams might have lost today, I'm still on the up and up. Because hey, it's a longer season, it's a bigger playoff, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I had an extra team.
Hey, it's more competitive this year.
So I'm gonna read you like the first. These are the Ravens matchup. Texans matchups in the future. All right, they played the Chiefs last week.
Mm-hmm.
They play the Ravens this week.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers the next week. The Vikings the week after that. Then they get the Jaguars. Then the Titans. Then the Packers and the Jaguars again. That's how their season. That's like their.
They'll
first
win like 2 or 3
season.
of those.
Yeah. Josh. I sent this to Josh, and he said to me, I see 2 wins, and they're both Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are only 2 definites, and they might even be a definite.
Yeah.
But you might get one of them. But yeah, that's gonna be a very rough start for them.
It is.
And I don't know who made the call. I feel like someone above somebody wants Bill O'Brien out of there. Like, give me the toughest schedule possible so we can get him out of here.
This is the year that Bill O'Brien gets fired.
It's got to be.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It's over. Yeah, you traded DeAndre Hopkins, bro.
Yeah,
for a running back.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing this. You got to go. But yeah, so those are a few takeaways from week 1. Now we're getting to our specific teams. Levi, you want to talk about?
Well, before
sorry,
we
you
get
got
into our
something else?
specific,
I'm sorry.
I just want to throw some. How great was it that Kirk Cousins went Kirk Cousins today? He only completed 2 passes in the first half.
It's so beautiful.
How many,
and he did that thing again where, like, when they lose games early and they're down by a lot, and all of a sudden he decides to play good football and make the score look closer.
Yes.
He's an incredible garbage time quarterback.
He is.
He's so good at that.
He is.
And he's also the quarterback with the only fully guaranteed contract ever in the history of the NFL. I still don't understand how that happened.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But yeah, shout out to Kirk Cousins being Kirk Cousins.
What did you think about Cam today? Cam got the W.
Cam looked
in
decent.
New England.
He looked decent.
Yeah.
That team is like, I don't think that team is good necessarily. Offensively, I feel like they're a little iffy. But I feel like, Cam did his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the Patriots aren't. I think I had the Bills winning this year, I think, or something like that. Yeah, we both don't have the Patriots winning.
It's
but some
not a
people
great roster.
Yeah,
it's not
experts do. We're not experts.
Right.
You know?
It's not a great roster. If they win, it's because the AFC East is incompetent as usual, but it's not a great roster that they have there.
And their captain of their defense, like one of their core guys, Dante Hightower, he's not playing this year. He opted out.
Yeah, I see a lot of issues for them
this
season. But I hope Cam does well so he can get him a nice contract.
Yeah.
Get a longer term deal.
Well, I think he's there to stay.
I think so
New
too.
England,
I think he wants to stay there for sure. Yeah.
And they just didn't have the money this year to pay for him. Yeah.
Right.
But
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm good. But yeah, so takeaways. The takeaways. Lamar Jackson looks better, like I said earlier, which is terrifying for everybody.
Yeah.
Mitch Trubisky's 1-0 as a starter.
Crazy.
Right.
I didn't get to watch that game. I was in and out of I was also listening to ESPN radio trying to get some updates or their takes, and I know it was like the first half or first quarter he was doing terrible, and they were talking about why is Mitch Trubisky, they're all gone next year. Nagy's gone next year. Foles is gone next year. Yeah, they're all gone next year. But hey, they came out with a victory with the dub.
The Jets jetted and lost 27-17. They scored 17 points, though, and you take that as an accomplishment.
Yeah, they should.
Because I think Sam Darnold started out like 0 for 6 or something like that passing.
Yeah.
He was, so good job. But yeah, those are early takeaways. Now we can get into our specific teams. Levi is representing the Atlanta Falcons today.
Yes.
Talk to me about the Seattle matchup.
All right, so I did think we were going to come out with the victory today. That's why I ordered that jersey. I was like, I'm going to be rising up, getting crunk. On this program. Did it happen? No. Am I mad about it, though? No. I'm not as mad as I thought I would be. I'm actually more positive.
Yeah.
This whole time in our NFL breakdowns, I've been saying, Atlanta's finishing third at best this year because New Orleans and Tampa Bay, pretty good.
Right.
So we don't have the talent to match up against a Tampa Bay or a New Orleans on paper. But I love the changes, the subtle changes kind of that Dan Quinn made, or it seems like he's made in this first game, just in the difference of second down, we were actually willing to run the ball. Now, should you run the ball more against the Seattle defense? Nah, you probably want to keep the ball in the air a little bit more.
Right.
Because Irvin and Wagner were all over the place today. They were old, but they're still really good.
Very good players,
It's crazy. Todd Gurley looked better. He got more carries than I thought he would, and he looked better than I thought.
Yeah, he was getting the ball a lot.
Yeah. It was just so Atlanta was having this trouble of once we got about to Seattle's 40-yard line, that's when everything got really tight and we kind of forgot, especially when we got in the red zone, we completely fall apart, which is a Falcons tradition.
That is a specialty.
Death, taxes, not getting into the red zone or scoring from the red zone. You can count on that.
That's not something they do.
Very
That's
consistent.
not their thing.
Exactly.
No, that's since Sarkisian days.
Yes. But I do like that we were going with the ground game a little bit more, but towards the end, look, Julio was balling today.
Always.
He had like 5 50-50 balls that went all his way. He's just grown man.
Julio's a monster.
Julio Jones, since AB, I love that in the past 5-6 years, Julio has not been considered number one. He's been considered top 3, but that's because AB was a top number 1, and everybody gave OBJ number 2, but the real king has prevailed, and he has stayed on top. It is Julio. He's the best wide receiver in the nation, and he proved that today. But
what if I said DeAndre Hopkins?
He is good too. I'm still giving DeAndre Hopkins to Julio 1. I do got to find, so the first thing I was looking for today was defense. Is our defense going to be better?
Talk to me.
And I got to find this. So one dude, Clark, our linebacker, where is it at?
Frank Clark? No,
Frank,
not Frank
no,
Clark.
it's not Frank Clark. I can't even remember. I took a screenshot. Can't find it.
Cool.
He said in a report 2 days ago that everybody's gonna be very surprised of this Falcons defense. And I will say that even though we lost, the Falcons' first half defense, we were actually pretty good. We let up 3 touchdowns. There were Russell Wilson passing touchdowns. Our secondary is the weakest, but we were controlling the line of scrimmage in like the run game. The only problem was Russ was being Russ. He's got great touch, especially deep balls, and we were getting burned on deep balls.
Yeah, Russ started out like what? Russ started like 9 for 9 or something today.
Oh yeah,
He was carving.
He finished the day like 25 for 28.
He was disgusting.
He's on my fantasy team, so we were balling with Russ. Unfortunately, so yeah, it's hard to stop Russell Wilson. But our defense overall, I think we did look a lot better. Tat McKinley looked really good. It's just we don't have the players, you know. It's just, and they're not old enough yet. I don't know. We're just young. But what killed us too, besides Russell Wilson being able to stretch the ball, because that's kind of where we got killed, is deep into when he was able to stretch it with running on his feet. That's where we kind of fell apart there.
Right.
He was able to make plays. We tried 4 fourth down conversions today.
Ooh.
We went 0 for 4 on them, but
you tried it. It's in the offense,
and I'm okay with that.
Like everybody, especially the GOAT Mina Combs, she's always like going forward and 4th and short is always a smarter play.
Yes, so, and I'm okay. And we converted one of them, but we fumbled it. We did a fake punt and we fumbled it. But we had the first down and he fumbled it when he was going to the ground. Yeah. But
you see that, but you see the vision. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I like pretty much is that our second half of the season, or last 4 or 5 games of the season, where, I mean, we won out the season last year, even though it was a terrible season.
Right.
Dan Quinn stuck to that play calling, that aggressive play calling. Let's just go for it, because we had nothing to lose. And he stuck with it, and I'm okay with that. Us losing to Seattle by a couple of touchdowns because we went 0 for 4 on 4th down conversions, because Russell Wilson was lights out, I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
So you're
with
okay.
that.
You're okay with your losses.
Yes.
That's a good place to be.
We're looking better.
That's a good place to be in.
Yeah. AJ Terrell got burnt, but hey, you know, I was saying we shouldn't have gone after him.
He's a rookie, right?
Yeah, but I didn't want us getting him first round anyways. But it's whatever.
So you're decent. You're not disappointed. You're okay with the loss because you feel like y'all are on the right track.
Yes.
Do you think Dan Quinn is a coach that gets you to the next?
See, I don't know.
That's the thing.
I like Dan Quinn a lot.
I think it's weird to let the coach and the GM that destroyed the championship team handle the rebuild.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. That's the one thing I've had to worry about.
Yeah.
And maybe he will evolve.
I think we're still a couple of pieces away, or we're letting players develop. Like Grady Jarrett, he's still. I mean, he's good. We just got a lot of young talent that needs to be developed still. But the thing is, our offense is aging at the same time.
Yeah, that's all I was about to say.
So
it's a very weird position.
How many more years does Matt Ryan have?
Right.
How many more years does Julio Jones have?
And Julio's the type of player, like when he falls off, it's going to be like off a cliff, kind of. Because those physical kind of styles,
it'll be interesting. Like,
I think he'll still be able to catch anything because he's great at that. But like him as like the number 1 option, I think is going to go down.
You know, he's on track this year to not necessarily surpass Jerry Rice's, but he'll hit the same milestone that Jerry Rice did, being the youngest player to like surpass, I think, 13,000 receiving yards, something like. Yeah, he's on pace to do that. He only needs like 600-700 more yards to do that.
Yeah.
So if he played another, because this is 10th season, if he played another 10 seasons like Jerry, he'd be on pace to beat Jerry's record. But can he do that? I don't know. He is a physical freak, though.
He is that.
So who knows?
He is that,
You can't stop Julio.
You can't.
And Calvin Ridley looks a whole lot better, too. And I love that Calvin, he was this is his 3rd year, isn't it?
3rd, yeah.
I like that we just kind of cut the fat off, you know, got Sanu out of there, got some of these other guys out. Let's just keep it. So you got Hayden Hurst, Gage, Julio, Ridley. That's it. And your 2 main options are Ridley and Julio. I like that because you're letting them run the field, you know.
And I think they would have. I
them.
feel like they would have kept Sanu, but that offer from Bill was too nice to pass up.
Yeah,
that was a really good offer.
Yeah, but I feel like that was kind of suffocating Calvin Ridley's opportunities to get more touches.
Because, I mean, he made him the 3rd option. That's a terrifying 3rd option to have.
Yeah, but it was nice to see Calvin Ridley get thrown to more than 5 times, you know, today.
I feel that for sure, yeah.
And Calvin Ridley's the type of wide receiver, you got to get the ball in his hands because he's very dangerous after the grab.
Right,
so,
Yak.
Yeah. The Yaks.
Yeah. Well, Levi, I'm glad that you feel good after your...
Because I know you're on the opposite side of the spectrum.
I'm glad you feel good about your loss. Because I don't know what that feeling is. I don't know what feeling good is right now. I'm in this nice shirt because it's a Mitchell and Ness throwback, and I like it. And I want to bring it out for the NFL season. That's why I'm in the shirt, not because I'm happy with anything that happened today.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles lost today. And before I get into this, I just want to say to all the people that always tell me, oh, trust your team. Have confidence. Why are you always so negative? Why you be doubting them? Because I know what I'm talking about. I watch this team. I know them. I know who they are. I know what's going on. All right? Look, we were down 2 offensive linemen today, okay? 2 starting offensive linemen. We started rookie Jack Driscoll, which, I mean, I don't expect too much from a rookie offensive lineman. The problem with that is, Levi, we're down 2 offensive linemen. We're also down, Alshon Jeffrey he's not playing right now. He's still hurt. But we were also down a running back. Miles Sanders didn't make the trip. He was out, injured, hurt his ankle, I think. So we're down our starting running back, who's also not just a running back. He's also a great receiving threat. And we're missing Will Parks on our defense. I think Brandon Graham is out. We're missing a lot of pieces, basically, is what I'm saying. What I'm getting at, because I don't know what goes on with the Philly medical staff, but I think they do the opposite of medicine. They just get people hurt.
Can you do me a favor? Will you shove some of those excuses to the side? I can't see you. These aren't
excuses. This is why I'm saying that. I said no. You're not. Let me get my point.
Okay.
Get my point. Now all these people are out, and yet still, despite all this, we are somehow up 17-0 today. Carson Wentz was sacked 4 times in the first half. We're up 17-0. Like, that's weird. That's not what's supposed to happen today, because we're missing all these people. We're supposed to lose this game to come out. And then the second half started, Levi. You know what happened?
What's that?
Reality happened, Levi.
Oh, no. Not
the reality stone came out, and the unnamed football team rated off 27 unanswered points.
The Wigged Wombats.
It was 17-0. We lost 27-17, Levi.
Yes.
To the unnamed team.
I can't believe that. I had Carson. I started Carson Wentz today because y'all were playing Washington.
And Carson carves Washington up usually. I sent you the stats. He usually carves Washington up pretty well. He asked me if I started myself. I feel like he does pretty well. I went and looked up the stats on Pro Football Reference. Amazing website. That was all the reference websites, by the way. They're so great. But he carved defense up in the first half. And then the second half came, and he started throwing picks. I don't know why and what happened to him, but he started throwing interceptions. Shout out Jalen Reagor with his 1 catch for 55 yards today. Shout out to that 1 reception you had. It was nice, but 1 reception, bro. Dallas Goedert had 8 catches, 101 yards. Zach Ertz, my boy. I advocated for you getting paid because I love you. You did have a touchdown in the first half, but 3 catches for 18 yards didn't get you a check, my boy. You're not getting a check with 3 catches for 18 yards. You're not, because they're gonna be like, oh, you got 3 catches. Oh, Dallas Goedert got all these. They will push you to the side the same way they did the man before you, whose name I just forgot.
You can't have a public, argument with your GM and then go out and have a performance like that.
You can't. It's not gonna get it done.
You just made Roseman look a lot smarter.
He did,
than he is.
And he has 2 years left on his deal too. So it's like, wow, we don't have to do this. Now Carson Wentz was sacked 8 times. I will say, a couple of those were his fault because Carson is one of these. The problem
he likes to extend the play too much.
Yeah. And the thing with Russell Wilson does the same thing. The thing with those quarterbacks is when it works, it's amazing. When it doesn't, you get very irritated. Very irritated. I just throw the ball away. Let it go. Because he took a sack and then we missed a field goal after he took the sack because we lost like 7. We went from like a 40-something yard field goal to a 55-yard field goal. And our kicker is very good. However, 55 yards is a long kick for anybody, okay? Like, it's a long kick for any. Jake Elliott's a very good kicker. 55 yards is a stretch for anybody, especially in an open environment. So, yeah. I will say not having an effective running game does hurt the fact, not having Miles Sanders up there does hurt the fact that you're playing Chase Young and Kerrigan, who will kill your quarterback whenever they get the chance, which is why we had 8 sacks today. But the fact is, Levi, it was 17-0. Get some points and hold the lead. The team don't even have a name. They don't have a name. They are nameless. They're the Washington football team. Dwayne Haskins was terrible for the first half. He was garbage. And I can say that because he was.
You let a QB that can't read his own playbook carve you up.
He didn't carve us up. Okay. It's too far. But he did enough. Did enough to get the job done. And it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a very long season.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, the thing is, I can't even properly evaluate the Eagles because we hurt all the time. I don't know who to be mad at except the medical staff who I need to talk to. Come on the show and I demand answers from the medical staff. You come on this program and you talk to me. You face me like a medical staff with your mask on and social distancing because you're medical people, so you're going to be smart about that. But I want to talk to you. All of you. I want another Super Bowl. Get me one. Okay, I'm good.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
That's week 1 of Eagles football. 0-1, baby.
Hey, man, it's going to be a fun season.
I mean, on the bright side, we get the Rams next week, so that'll be great. Sure, that'll
go well. The
Cowboys
could lose this week, too. They still haven't played yet.
We pray.
Play the Rams.
We pray and we hope that they lose tonight. Yeah. Oh, there's one thing I want to say about football. I do like this. This one thing with football, bro.
The Saints beat the Bucs, by the way. You already said that, but that was my.
Who sent? Was that ESPN sending that notification? They are mad late. They got to be better about that.
Well, it goes by phone first, and then a few minutes later it goes to the iPad.
Okay, understood. One thing. Can we stop broadcast with the fake crowd noise? It's really weird.
No, I like it.
It sounds like white noise. Like, get this static away from me.
I was thinking, wow, this noise actually sounds pretty accurate. I don't
like it.
No, I like. Okay, take away the noise and you'll want it back.
No, I'm good.
It will sound so empty.
Like, just you can have the defense chance like the NBA do, but I don't need like all the like.
No, I like the background noise. I'm a fan of it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm tripping on that. I might be tripping on that, but yeah.
Because I think it would just sound way too.
It would be very silent.
Too hollow. Yeah.
Understood. But so 0-1.
A few other tidbits I wanted to throw in about some things, dude. Jamal Adams showed his worth today against the Falcons.
The Jets are the dumbest organization.
Bro, Jamal Adams is actually pretty good.
He's so good. Yeah, he's good. Like, he's very good. I wouldn't
spend that on a safety, and then I watched him play today.
About that on the show, right?
I said that. I was like, I wouldn't have done that for a safety. Yeah. And then Jamal Adams, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I see you, Jamal Adams.
That's a 10-year type play right there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, for sure. So salute to that.
Now, and then also, you know who I really wanted to give not the expert of the week to?
Who's that?
Was my boy who headbutted the referee today.
He didn't headbutt the referee, though.
I thought he headbutted.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
Bro,
I heard he got headbutted.
About. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Jamie Collins, right? He lowered his helmet to show the referee.
Jamie Collins.
Yeah. He lowered his helmet.
So he accidentally touched him when he did it?
The referee leaned into it. He Marcus Smarted him. The referee Marcus Smarted him and then ejected him.
Did he fall back too on the ground after he did?
I promise you he fell backwards. I promise you he fell backwards, bro. I promise you he did.
Dude, shout out to that. I bet that ref got paid by the other team.
I'm gonna show you the video.
That's slick right there.
That's
what's flopping. The ref flopped.
Yeah, I definitely retweeted the video. Yeah. So he was showing. I think he was showing that the dude lowered his helmet, and you can see the ref visibly lean into it, bro, and then throw the flag. It's insanity, dog. I'm about to send it. I'm about to text you right now so you can see this for yourself. We should have sent this video in. We should have had one video for Clay to do today, but I didn't think. I forgot about it.
Well, do you have anything?
I just texted it.
Oh, wait.
We got to get into our
predictions.
Yeah, Monday night, Sunday night picks. Cowboys, Rams. So you got?
Cowboys.
I'm going to go with the Rams. I'm not picking the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, I know.
And both Sox face. Tomorrow night.
Teams, but
Monday night, Steelers, Giants, 7:15.
Oh, Steelers.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know why the Giants are on Monday Night Football, to be honest. They don't. Whatever.
Waste.
Yeah.
Hoping Daniel Jones will produce.
Right. Now, the 10-10 game is Titans and Broncos. Now, ESPN, I want to tell you something. If you expect me to be up at 10-10 to stay up, and if I'm up at 10-10, you expect me to watch the Denver Broncos and Tennessee Titans play football, you are sadly mistaken, my friend.
Yeah.
Sadly mistaken. That is not a 10-10 game.
I will watch a little bit of it just because two big Bama boys, Jerry Jeudy for Denver and Derrick Henry, King Henry for the Titans.
Yes.
I got Titans winning that one.
I got the Titans as well. So I think we got the same Steelers, Titans.
Yeah.
I am interested to see how Drew Lock looks with all his new toys.
I am.
He got a lot of weapons out there.
And apparently they're really high on Drew Lock. A lot of people are.
I mean, John Elway was high on Tall Guy.
Yeah, okay, well,
what was his name?
Yeah, John Elway's been he's gotten high way too much off the wrong product.
he better hit on this quarterback.
Yeah,
this
imagine when John Elway actually finds a real product, how high he'll be, because he's just been getting high off the Snickle Fritz.
Yeah. The what?
The Snickle Fritz. You ever seen Pineapple Express?
I haven't actually.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I should. But
well, Snickle Fritz is the bad weed that you give people who don't know anything about weed. And you overcharge them for it.
In the hood, we call that Reggie.
Yeah, the Reggie. Yeah,
understood.
So I think white Snickle Fritz is probably a white person term for it. But yeah. So he's been getting high off the Snickle Fritz when he may have some Pineapple Express.
He needs Pineapple Express in his life. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps the show up today. Thank you all for being here.
Dude, sports.
Sports are back. We are not fishing for topics anymore. They are coming to us. Shout out to Butler Productions Multimedia. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, Miss Christina.
Thank y'all.
Yes. Levi, my boy. Appreciate you. Thank you to everybody that was watching, listening. My guy France, see you in the comments. Appreciate you, bro.
We'll have more content maybe this week, too.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. My dad made comments I didn't see. He said Dan Quinn is not the man.
Oh, Pops. You may be right, but I'm hoping you're not. I won't give up on them just yet. Even though I was ready to give up on them halfway through the season last year when they made that little turnaround. You're like, I guess we got to keep them then. Yeah.
Mom, I'm not keeping hope alive. Hope is gone. All hope has escaped my body. But yeah, ref, don't be flopping no more. That was messed up what you did, Jamie Collins, today.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But that's it. We are done. We're out. Thank you all. See you. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I forgot. We have a new podcast, NFL exclusive podcast, starting Tuesday. So be on the lookout for that in your podcast feeds. That's gonna be me and the homie Josh Berry. When we get that done,
with some me,
with a little sprinkle of Levi in there every now and then when you can get in. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. That'll be in your ears on Tuesdays or Wednesday mornings. Depends on how I feel. Yeah, thank you all. We out. Bye.
Peace.